Have you ever felt trapped? Surrounded by the very things that should bring you happiness, yet suffocating in their emptiness. We often look at the lives of others and see perfection. We're seduced by the glitz and the glamour. But what if those facades hid a much darker truth? The story you're about to witness, it's not just a fairy tale. It's a reflection of the human heart, how we can bury ourselves in wealth and forget the real treasures that lie in the human connections we share. Are you ready to uncover the secrets that lay beneath? The hidden vulnerabilities and the quiet moments where real transformation begins. Ever wonder if wealth and success can become a prison? I did, especially after I saw him, Alex Whitmore, a man who could buy anything, yet his eyes held a chilling emptiness. The morning was always the same in his mansion. Precision, perfection. That's what he demanded from everyone, but especially from her. Lena, a maid with eyes that held a fire he couldn't ignore, even though he tried desperately. Lena moves with practiced efficiency, arranging a breakfast table. Her movements are precise and almost mechanical, her face betraying a quiet focus. The clatter of footsteps echoes from the hallway. Alex enters, his presence instantly filling the room. His suit is immaculate, his expression distant cold. He surveys the setup with a critical eye.
Is this some kind of test, Lena? Do you find amusement in my discomfort? His voice, low and cutting, holds no hint of warmth.
Discomfort, Mr. Whitmore? I assure you, everything is precisely as requested.
Her voice is calm, but her eyes hold a spark of defiance. She stands her ground, meeting his gaze without flinching. Alex, picking up a fork, scrutinizing it.
Precisely? This fork, it's not aligned with the napkin. The entire table lacks symmetry. Amateurish. Do I pay you to make mistakes?
I'm not a machine, Mr. Whitmore. I'm human, and a few millimeters don't equate to incompetence. You'd find more kindness from a rock than from this nitpicking.
A spark ignited, and not a pleasant one. Lena, so patient, so hardworking, she stood up to him. I guess sometimes a little fire is exactly what a cold heart needs, even if they don't know it. Alex, momentarily taken aback by her defiance, simply stares at her. To understand Alex's coldness, you had to understand his past. Betrayal had become his constant companion. He'd built a wall, thick and impenetrable, out of the wreckage of lost trust. Money became his only solace, his only friend. The truth is that emptiness is deafening. Alex sits at his desk, staring into the fire, his mind troubled, a flicker of something he can't identify. The sound of Lena's earlier words echo in his mind, "I am not a machine." It was a strange thing, a maid's quiet defiance stirring emotions that $1 million couldn't touch. He was drawn to her, like a moth to a flame. Her life was one of struggle, a tapestry woven with sacrifice and hope. She wasn't seeking fortune, just a better future for her brother.
No, Tom, you need to focus on your studies. I'll handle everything else.
But Lena, you're always working. You need rest too.
My brother is my world. His dreams are mine. A little bit of pain now is nothing for a future that holds so much hope.
Alex passes by and overhears Lena's conversation. He is struck by her dedication and tenderness and how freely she shares her love for her brother. He stops, his eyes fixed on her from the doorway. He is clearly intrigued by her, though it doesn't show on his face. He had lived his entire life with the pursuit of wealth, and there she was, chasing dreams for another. Alex walks away, a new seed of thought planted in his hardened heart. The living room, adorned with expensive art, is bathed in the warm glow of late afternoon sun. Lena dusts bookshelves, while Alex is pacing nearby, focused on his phone. Alex trips on a rug, sending a valuable crystal vase tumbling. Lena's quick reflexes save it from breaking.
Careful, Mr. Whitmore. It would be such a shame if that fell.
Her voice, full of concern, is in sharp contrast to her earlier tone.
I had it under control.
His voice is strangely softened, almost hesitant. He looks at her with a confused yet grateful expression.
Of course you did, Mr. Whitmore. Just like you had a handle on the fork earlier.
Alex's gaze lingers on Lena. A hint of a smile starts to form on his face. Alex's face softens, and he experiences a strange feeling of comfort when Lena is around. He offers a slight nod of gratitude to Lena. The kitchen is empty, late at night. A gift basket on the counter is filled with premium tea and chocolates. Lena looks at the gift basket, her expression a mixture of confusion and a small, almost hesitant smile. A small, anonymous act. Maybe his heart was beginning to thaw. Lena is reading a business book. Alex enters, his curiosity piqued.
What's so fascinating?
Just some readings for my classes.
Classes? What are you studying?
Business. I want to start something of my own someday.
Alex stares at Lena, his expression changing from curiosity to one of intrigue and a hint of admiration. He saw her ambition, her drive. The same fire that had once infuriated him now captivated him. He was beginning to see past the walls he had erected. Lena is quietly crying, upset, while Alex observes her from afar. A soft voice says, "Her pain was like a dagger to my soul." A luxurious living room, bustling with activity. Alex and his old friend Nathan are talking. When Nathan sees Lena, Nathan, mocking laughter, "Ah, the maid. What's the angle, huh? Trying to hook a millionaire? Or are you just happy with his scraps?" Alex's response, "Nathan, that is enough." His voice is cold, full of suppressed rage, but Nathan continues with his abuse. Lena's face shows a mixture of hurt and resignation. She turns and exits the room with dignity. Alex is shaken by his friend's comment and realizes he is developing deeper feelings for Lena. Lena, tears in her eyes, writing a letter. She packs her few belongings. The words had stung, cutting deeper than they should. She felt like she didn't belong. Lena stands on a stone path at the edge of the garden. Alex approaches her from behind.
Lena, where are you going?
It's better this way for everyone.
Not for me. I need you, Lena.
I don't belong in your world. Not with how others see me.
You belong with me.
Alex reaches out, taking Lena's hands. Their eyes lock. A warm, inviting cafe. Alex and Lena face each other across a small table.
How can I know this isn't pity? Am I just another project for you?
This isn't pity, Lena. I am admitting for the first time that I am in love with you. You've changed everything, and I was too stubborn to admit it to myself before. I was so lost in pain that I couldn't see you for who you are.
Lena's eyes fill with tears. A small smile begins to form on her face. Love, it seemed, had finally found its way into a heart that had long been shuttered. The ballroom, filled with elegantly dressed guests. Alex stands on a small stage, addressing the crowd.
Tonight, I want to introduce you to someone who has shown me what it means to truly live. Her name is Lena, and she is everything I aspire to be.
Alex extends his hand to Lena. She steps forward, her head held high. They look at each other, their eyes filled with love. Years later, Alex and Lena are together in the garden. The house no longer looks like a fortress of wealth, but a home of love and happiness. In the end, their love story wasn't about a millionaire and a maid, but about two broken souls finding healing and purpose together.
You've changed everything for me, Alex.
And you have done the same for me.
Sometimes the greatest love stories come from the most unexpected places. Don't be afraid to believe in second chances and the power of a love that melts the coldest heart. Like and subscribe for more stories of hope and romance. The heart, as we've seen, can be a complex landscape. One moment cold and hardened, the next overflowing with warmth and vulnerability. But even in the depths of despair, there is always a light, a gentle whisper urging you to seek out the things that truly matter. If you found yourself resonating with this story, if your soul feels even just a little lighter now, or if you find yourself seeking out wisdom and inner peace, then maybe, just maybe, it's time to listen to your whispers. Here at Whispers of the Mind, we delve into the silent corners of the soul, exploring life's lessons and guiding you towards your own inner strength. It's about finding that same peace, that same light within yourself. Subscribe to join our community of kindred spirits and let the wisdom of the heart guide you to a life of profound joy and the power of love. We'll see you next time with a new journey to discover